Will we ever have definitive proof of the existence of God? Depends how you define God. If you're thinking of God as a dead white male, then that's already a silly idea, right? But if you define God as the mystery of creation, the mystery of our existence, the mystery of our own mind, then we're getting pretty close. Yeah, we are getting pretty close to the idea that there is a fundamental reality which is not perceptual, that is more fundamental, that is the origin of space-time, energy, information, and matter, that differentiates into everything that we call reality, and that we are a part of it. So if we look at some of the contributions of Sir Roger Penrose, who talks about Planck scale space-time geometry. Planck scale space-time geometry is the most fundamental level of creation, going 25 times lower in order of magnitude of an atom. Then everything disappears. Space-time, energy, information disappears. What's left is a field of possibilities, a field of potential. Now, Roger Penrose suggests that this is a potential not only for what we call the physical universe, but it's the potential of the mental universe, ideas, platonic values, morality. Why are these things there in human beings? Self-awareness. So we are definitely in a conversation, I am, at our Sages and Scientists, with some very cutting-edge thinkers in the field who actually do believe that we live in a universe that is conscious, that consciousness is not a byproduct of our brain, that in fact the brain is a symbolic representation of a species of consciousness that we call human consciousness or Homo sapiens, but there are species of consciousness that symbolically are represented in other nervous systems. So, science, regular science is very primitive, because regular science is, okay, is this an empirical fact or not? Well, what do you mean an empirical fact? What we call an empirical fact is actually a description of a mode of human observation, period. Okay, and even the empirical fact is the measurement of experience. So when I look at something, even a quantum, having so and so units of mass and energy, that's not the experience. When I say, what is the color red, that's an experience. You can measure it in wavelengths of light, but that's not the experience. So the difference between a measurement of experience, the experience itself, and then where's the experience coming from? Okay, I personally believe, and this is the fun part for me, is that we're getting the mystery on the one hand is getting bigger. When you have 70% of the universe which is dark energy, and we have no idea what it is, and it's ripping the galaxies apart from each other faster than the speed of light at the cosmic horizon, which is 46 billion light years away, where galaxies are tumbling into the unknowable, because by the time light reaches from there to here, the solar system will have ceased to exist. Okay, so there's that unknowable. 25% of the universe is dark matter, no idea what it is. 4% is regular atomic matter, which means it reflects light, absorbs light, emits light. But of that 4%, most of it is hydrogen and helium. The entire universe, with all its galaxies, billions of them, star systems, trillions of planets, is 0.1% of what exists out there. And we are made of that stuff. So you and I are luminous stardust beings that have these questions. Why do we have these questions? Did the universe create this activity, which we call the human nervous system, so it could understand itself? Is evolution totally random, or what we call random part of a creative process? People are beginning to re-examine these questions, notwithstanding the debate between the radical Darwinian evolutionary biologists and the radical fundamentalists, who are both frozen in an obsolete worldview. We're beginning to ask ourselves these questions, and we're getting some clues into the fact that awareness or consciousness is fundamental. Once we start doing that, then we can look at the experiences of these great luminaries of these are actually the Einsteins of consciousness. All of these people in the book, they're the Einsteins of consciousness. We start to look at their experiences and reinterpret them in the light of what we know, modern cosmology, modern evolution, understanding of how the brain works. We may be onto something, and if we never find the answer, so what? It's so exciting.